All right, hello everyone, we're back, and today we'll be talking about five stocks for your kids.
Three stocks for your kids.
Three stocks each.
Three stocks each. So how does that come to five, son?
So we got, shit. I don't know, three stocks, two ETFs. That's the whole thing about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good. So
five,
so how are we
five,
gonna break it? How are we
five
gonna break it
equities.
down?
So I'm gonna go first, and then you can go with next, or we could just alternate. So I got one
No,
stock.
no, before you do that, how are you gonna break down your stock picks? Like how is it gonna
Yeah,
be?
yeah. So we're
Oh,
gonna be starting
you're
off.
gonna explain it all?
Yeah,
All right, explain it all. My bad. My bad, son. Go ahead.
yeah. So first, we'll start off with one more conservative stock, and then we have one ETF, and then we have one speculative stock. That might be good to add to your kids' portfolio.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, I'll
One.
go for.
All right, hold on. So let me clarify. One speculative, one conservative, or not conservative, but just like established, I would say, play,
Yeah, you can say that.
and then one ETF.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll go first, and then we can alternate.
All right.
All right, first for my ETF, we have SCHD or Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. So this is a dividend ETF. This is great for kids. It yields a 3.68% dividend. Recently 15% annual dividend growth over the past 5 years. And it's just great to have some dividend income for your kids' portfolio. It gives you a great exposure to some great dividend companies.
Okay. See that? Cisco, Amgen, AbbVie, Lockheed. Those are some real strong dividend plays there. Chevron, Home Depot, ConocoPhillips. That's a play right there. That's a Warren Buffett looking play right there. Those are some solid stocks right there.
For sure.
Okay, I see you, son. Keep
All
it
right.
going.
Nah, we alternating, so you go next and then I'll go and then.
Oh, okay. So my ETF pick is going to be, if you could bring it up,
Yeah.
ESPO. ESPO. ESPO for your kids. That's a gaming and esports ETF. And if you look at the holdings, uh, this is a stock your kids will definitely know. And I think these stocks are for the future. So if you look, Tencent Holding, that's a Chinese company. Maybe people don't know that, but they do know. Look at number two, Nintendo. Still rocking Nintendo, Super Mario, Electronic Arts, Take Two Interactive. Everybody plays 2K. Okay, that's who owns 2K. Who else plays Grand Theft Auto? That's Take Two owns them as well. So this ETF is going to be here for a long time. They'll probably add companies as I think Roblox is in. Yeah, Roblox is in there. So a lot of your kids might play Roblox. That's a game where you could learn coding and build on things. So this ETF I think is for the future. Gaming is going to just continue to be big. And with stocks like Nvidia who are heavily into gaming and AMD heavily into gaming, it's only going to get better and better. So that's my ETF play, ESPO, Gaming and Esports ETF.
Yeah, and they also have Bandai Namco I want to talk about. They make a lot of anime video games. So if your kids into anime, they'll be familiar with that one.
Who's that?
Bandai Namco.
Oh, Bandai Namco. That's right. Did they make do they own uh, what am I thinking? The one we used to watch when you were a kid.
Which one?
Goku and those guys.
Now they make like Dragon Ball Z, like that franchises. All the video games are from Bandai Namco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
So those Dragon Ball Z video games are with Bandai.
yeah,
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's huge then.
yeah,
Okay, sounds good. Even better reason to own it.
yeah. But yeah. Moving on, we got Disney. So this is my safer play. Disney's been around for 100 years. It's gonna continue to exist. But this is just one of those things to get your kids excited about investing. A lot of kids are familiar with Disney. They enjoy, their movies and TV shows they put out. Just be something that's good to have in your portfolio.
Have you been to Disney World?
Yeah.
You remember it?
Nah.
Come on, bro. You gotta. Well, you remember going to Disney?
Nah, yeah, I don't. I can't lie.
When we went, but you remember what's the other park?
Universal.
You remember Universal, don't you?
And I was a little kid back then, so I don't remember those too much.
Man, you was like 10 or 8. I don't know. Anyway, I think Disney's an incredible pick. There's no place like Disney on the earth. When we took Maddox, he was young, but he had a good time. Uh, he, we definitely found out that they are a revenue generating machine from all of the props that they you could buy or toys and food. Everything is catered around making money at Disney World. All of the hotel stays, all of the packages, the park hopper passes. I mean, they are just. I mean, people come from all over the world to go to Disney. That's not going to stop. It can go up and down. When tough times happen, people still come to Disney World. So that's a stock people will know. And then also, don't forget that their streaming is doing well too. So they have the streaming business, Disney Plus, that's doing really well. That owns Marvel, owns ESPN, those franchises. So a really good play, an established company.
For sure.
All right, so it's my turn for my established company. Yes, sir. We're going with Nike. There is no other play that's well known by young kids, especially young kids from the inner city, than Nike. Okay, if you see little kids got Jordans on and got Dunks on and all different types, Nike is probably one of the most established companies. There has been a lot of competition with OnCloud and Hoka with their running division. But in terms of just apparel, also don't forget Nike has multi-year contracts with the NFL, with college football, those things, So I think with the NBA, they signed a 10-year deal, So Nike will always be, a company that's not going to go anywhere. They're always going to be innovating, and they'll always be there. So in terms of your kid, I think that the problem with Nike stock, if you look at the 5-year, you see 5-year right there in the chart right there, Maddox? Yeah, look at the 5-year. So the 5-year, it's come down. So this is an opportunity, for your children, because that was in the high, what looks like it was in 2022. I think this is a time to get in at this low point, because I'll tell you, in the future, the aliens are going to be wearing Nikes. So, you trust me, with all of the sports and all of the as we get more of a casual society, Nike's going to be a big player.
Yeah, Nike, one of the most ubiquitous companies, and we showed this in our first video, but we can put it up again. When I was a kid and I wanted to get Jordans, my dad said I had owned Nike stock beforehand.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I told Maddox that you can't have Jordans. You have to buy Nike stock first. So we didn't keep it though because it started going down. We sold it, but probably we'd have lost money because it came down. But anyway, still a good stock to have. And I'll keep it in a portfolio.
Yeah. All right, moving on to my last company. We got Roblox.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is definitely a growth company. You look year to date, they're up 75%. And
Jeez.
yeah, Roblox right now is probably one of the biggest games among kids. I have a little niece, she loves Roblox. And, among young kids, Roblox is probably the best game. So this is like another name to get your, kids more excited about investing. But also represents, a growth company and portfolio as well.
It's interesting with Roblox. They have been, it's more than a video game. Like I heard that you can learn coding and you can learn different types of way to build codes and stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, it's probably one of the most versatile video games that, there's games within it, but there's also, other applications within the game as well.
And they've also done a good job with security in terms of your child's going to go on there. They're not allowed to, they won't be able to talk to people if you don't want them to. You can make more settings in terms of safety. So I like the work they've done there. I read about that. And obviously a game for the future. with I think that they're in bed with NVIDIA, AMD as well.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, time for my pick. Your picks are pretty expensive, son. Roblox is $100. What's the other one you had? Disney is over 100.
Yeah, but
And what was your ETF?
Schwab is at like what I think it's at like
Your cheap,
25.
your cheapest was Schwab, I think.
Yeah, it was at like 20, 26. But
I say, I say this to segue into my speculative
well, I
play.
got one more thing to say about that though.
All right, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, you don't have to start off with buying, if you're just starting with your kids and they're like little kids, you don't have to start buying, full shares of these companies. We use Schwab, Schwab has stock slices, so you can start by buying partial shares. Then, as time goes on, you're gonna build up those positions, and eventually buying multiple full shares. So
I can attest to that because Maddox with his portfolio. He bought partial shares of Google, partial shares of I think was it Roku?
I
He
think
bought one share.
I think
I
Google
think
was
the
the
only
only
share
company I
was
bought
Google.
partial shares.
Huh?
I think Google was the only company I bought partial shares of.
Yeah, and he's beating me in my portfolio, and he has partial shares of Google, so he knows the power of partial shares for
Yes.
sure. So I can attest to that. All right, so segueing into my play, put in ticker symbol NOK. Nokia. A lot of people, kids may not know what Nokia is. Nokia was around. They used to have phones that people had. They're a company in Finland, and they're not really big into phones. I think they still have a couple of model phones, but what they're big into now is 5G. So NVIDIA just recently bought 1 billion shares of Nokia. So NVIDIA does their homework, and they know that Nokia has a lot of the licenses for 6G. So they're going to be a big player in 6G network when the 6G comes along. So this is if you could look at, if you go to the middle column there and go down where it says analyst and tell me what that says. What does that say? Right
Oh yeah,
across
strong
from
buy.
analyst.
Yeah.
Strong buy. Now go over, come down a little bit. Strong buy. Price target $7. That's a near future. But it'll be way more than that. Go back. I want to show you something else because I want to show you the forward PE. Now, the PE ratio is 34. What's the forward PE?
17 or 18.
17. Okay, this company is executing. Price to earnings going down by half next year. This is a company that you want in your portfolio now. Okay, because when your forward PE is half of what your PE ratio is now, that means that the stock is going to look very attractive to value investors. Okay, so that's the stock you want to look into. I like it for the long term. It doesn't move a lot, but now I think things are going to start moving because now it has exposure. It's a big company, market cap $37 billion. And, I think it's a play that's going to start to move once we move into 6G. So you want to kind of position yourself now for the move.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty low volatility company. Only a 0.6 beta. But yeah, I definitely see the merit in it in the future.
There you go. So let's recap your stocks and then I'll do mine.
Yeah, so for me, I'll start off with SCHD, Schwab's dividend ETF, and then I have Disney, and then I have Roblox.
Nice. And for me, I have ESPO as my ETF. As my established play is Nike, ticker symbol NKE. And for my speculative play is NOK, Nokia, a telecommunications company, a 5G play, 6G play.
Yes, sir.
So listen, if you listen to us, we'll make your kids rich, okay? So go out there, go get your Schwab or Fidelity custodial brokerage, your UGMA, and go start to open up your portfolio and buy these stocks for your children. Just set it and forget it.
For sure. All right, we'll see you guys next time.